Hello. With you System.GURU.Markets. Let's start with summary information about the company. If necessary, you can pause the video. You can study all the parameters of the company in question more carefully. We will consider the current performance of the corporation NVIDIA Corp, ticker NVDA. The review was made using current data as of March 23, 2025. By classification Guru.Markets Corporation NVIDIA Corp belongs to the subcategory AI. 20 organizations are participating in the assessment. This is quite representative. We'll look at order solutions at the end of this video. The overall result for the company under study is as follows: 3.5 out of 10 points. The average result for the subcategory is 3.5 points. If you look broadly, within the entire market as a whole, you can see that the average result for the market as a whole is 1.9 points. Against the company's score of 3.5 points NVIDIA Corp. Comparing the price movement of a company's shares, NVIDIA Corporation and subcategory shares, we see that over 12 months the company's shares NVIDIA Corp showed a dynamics of 31.7%. 31.3% are against price changes in the subcategory. This definitely does not mean anything, but it is necessary to take note of this fact. Market capitalization of the company NVIDIA Corp valued at $2,872.42 billion, with a subcategory market capitalization of $2,899 billion. NVIDIA Corporation accounts for a share of 99.086% and is the main leader of the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is estimated at $78.34 billion, with a balance sheet capitalization of the subcategory of $84 billion. NVIDIA Corporation accounts for a share of 93.704%. Having made a comparison of the occupied shares of market and book value, we can see the following. Occupied share NVIDIA Corporation in the subcategory when assessing market value is 99.086%. The balance sheet capitalization is 93.704%, which is 5% less than the share of market value. Assessment of the company's share of market and balance sheet capitalization of the subcategory, bad, -1 point. The analyzed company's financial liabilities amount to $10.186 billion. Financial liabilities to book value represent 13% of the company's equity. Score for the company's financial obligations, good, 1 point. The company's market price to earnings ratio is 39.4. The average in the subcategory is 40.7. This is 3% lower than in the subcategory. Assessment of the company's stock market value to its profit in comparison with organizations of the subcategory, good, 1 point. Profits for the last 12 months amounted to $72,894 million. Projected earnings for the next 12 months are expected to be $107,933 million. 48.1% more than at the current moment. Assessment of the predicted future profit indicator in comparison with in the subcategory, good, 0.5 points. The company's price to revenue balance is 22. The average for the subcategory is 22, and this is 0% higher than for the subcategory. Assessment of indicators of market value to its revenue in comparison with indicators of companies in the subcategory, tolerable, 0 points. Revenue for the last 12 months amounted to $130,520. Future revenue for the coming 12 months is tentatively expected to be $193,260 million. which is 48% more than at the current moment. Assessment of indicators of projected future sales volumes in comparison with indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The margin is 55.9%, with an average in the subcategory of 54%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 1.9%. Marginality assessment in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The company's share by number of personnel in the subcategory is 53.4%. This is 86% less than the market capitalization share. And this reflects the imbalance of the organization's current exchange price NVIDIA Corporation, probably towards revaluation. The amount of market capital per company employee is $79,774,000. And for the subcategory, $42,992,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 85.6%. Assessment of the amount of company capital per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The amount of profit per individual employee is $2,024,400, with an average in the subcategory of $1,056,800. And the difference between the average in the subcategory and the company's indicators is 92%. Assessment of profit per individual employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The revenue for each employee of the company is $3,625,000. By subcategory, $1,958,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 85%. Estimation of the share of revenue per each employee of the company in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. Shares for sale correspond to 1%, with an average for the subcategory of 1.2%. This is an assessment of the possible risk of a short squeeze. Indicator RSI 14 shows a level of 46% for the company NVIDIA Corporation. For the subcategory, this level is approximately 46%. On average, securities of the subcategory are quoted the same as shares in NVIDIA Corp. The actual price of the company's shares is approximately $118. The consensus price target for the company's shares is approximately $173. The difference between the actual estimate and the consensus estimate is approximately 47%. Let's look at the table of orders that is available to you. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all decisions made in a given season by the information and reference System.GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is free. Link in pinned comment. Based on the results of securities assessment NVIDIA Corporation. Information System.GURU.Markets, a decision has been made. Do not open a deal, as the current video is an overview. Thank you all for watching to the end and for using the information and reference system from Guru.Markets. You really are the coolest audience in the whole world.